Oh, hello there everybody. Welcome back to another Olexa Top 10 video. Today, we're going to take a look at Top 10 Mom's Knife Synergies. There are none. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy, as always, a like on the... Nah, I'm just kidding, man. Mom's Knife is a passive item found in item rooms and devil deals that gives Isaac his mother's knife. It's known as a very powerful item, but a strongly disliked item by many because of its lack of synergies. In this video, we're going to take a look at a couple synergies that I like and show that sometimes it's okay to use Mom's Knife to make a run more fun. I'm going to try to keep a balance between unique and fun synergies and then just pure all damage, all powerful synergies, but as always, these are just my opinions. You should play with Mom's Knife for yourself and let me know some awesome synergies in the comments down below. Let's hop right in. Before we get started, I do want to mention a few small honorable mentions. Gnawed Leaf. While it is excellent fun to have an item that will eventually kill every room after, 20 minutes, in a video all about how to make Mom's Knife more fun and powerful, I mean, come on, it's just horrible. But I know there's at least one comment of where's Gnawed Leaf, so I felt the need to include this. The Forgotten. Yes, it's true, taking Mom's Knife as the Forgotten is awesome because you become the ruler of the dead himself with your newly wielded scythe. There's just one small problem with including this synergy on the list. You only get it as one character. I can't have a top 10 synergy for something that you can get only with one character, but it looks dope and everyone has an odd obsession with this guy despite him, in my own opinion, not really being all that fun to play with. Number 10, Continuum. This is more of a unique interaction than a great synergy. I use these top 10s to usually show off cool stuff, and this synergy is no exception. Mom's Knife actually works with Continuum, allowing you to play a bit stealthier and more strategic in rooms. This is the closest you're getting to playing Hitman in Isaac. Just simply shoot the wall and kill those enemies on the other side of the room. This can be fairly useful in boss fights as well to help you save your HP by not getting as close to enemies with Mom's Knife. Sure, having a good amount of range is useful and its practicality isn't super high, but look guys, I'm trying to find Mom's Knife synergies. You gotta bear with me. Number 9, FIREMIND. This is a pretty basic synergy on this list that may not make the game extraordinarily more fun with Mom's Knife, but it does take a usually regarded bad item and makes it pretty useful. When FIREMIND and Mom's Knife are combined, you deal burning damage to each enemy you hit, but the annoying explosions that manage to hit you no matter where you stand in the room are removed. Burning is a really underrated tier effect in the game, and the combination of burn with Mom's Knife flat damage can make you take out enemies really quickly. It's a straight synergy that only benefits you, while it's also working to remove the downsides of a generally considered to be bad item. Those are good synergies in my eyes. It's not the most exciting on this list, but it's definitely going to help on your run. Number 8, Flatstone. What's better than a normal moving Mom's Knife? How about a bouncing moving Mom's Knife? Flatstone gives Mom's Knife quite the pep in its step as it now bounces towards enemies, leaving dangerous puddles at each bouncing point. I find that this synergy will actually increase your damage output a good deal as the knife will hesitate a bit at each bounce, leading to extra damage from the puddle and from the knife itself. It's a fun synergy to make Mom's Knife at least look a little bit cool while you're fighting, which is a key point of this top 10 list. Number 7, Loki's Horns. Loki's Horns presents you the quad knife spinning ninja star. It might not be the most effective strategy to come spinning towards enemies like this, but it does help you with crowd control as you can hit enemies chasing you down in multiple directions at the same time. This allows you to use Mom's Knife more as a melee than normally because there's more damage dealers surrounding your body. As enemies run towards you, you just pop out your knives and you're covered in each cardinal direction. This synergy will at least change your run and make it more interesting and fun with Mom's Knife, which is what this list is all about. Number 6, Trinity Shield. Trinity Shield is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated items in the entire game and is definitely an underrated Mom's Knife synergy. This is one hell of a knight in armor synergy. By having the shield, it enables your melee attacks significantly more, as any enemies that shoot are no longer an issue to get close to them to tap them with your knife. It makes you able to be a bit more aggressive in your fighting, which can be a big benefit in a Mom's Knife run. It's the rare synergy in my top 10s that doesn't actually do anything to the knife itself, and I feel that makes the synergy even more worthwhile. Number 5, Unicorn Stump. This is the smartest synergy on this list. Sure, you can't shoot while you're using Unicorn Stump, but I mean, you do have a knife sitting in front of you that you can just slam into enemies, so it's basically as powerful as it gets. Get this synergy and you're borderline guaranteed to not take any damage in any rooms. It'll melt bosses and overall be insanely powerful, but for the moment of truth, is it boring? It's not the most exciting, but it's got some power, and for those that enjoy that, you'll enjoy annihilating your run here. Number 4, Epic Fetus. I don't like Epic Fetus. I really don't. Those of you that know me, you know I don't like Epic Fetus. I think it's about as boring as items get, and I'd rather get Mom's Knife 8 runs in a row than Epic Fetus once. However, this synergy I can get down with. Bombs and knives spiraling out of control? Sign me up, dude. This will destroy bosses and is a satisfying attack to pull out. It falls under that category of incredibly satisfying synergies you didn't really expect to be there. It should be noted that the synergy only works in Afterbirth Plus, so if you're playing on Rebirth, Epic Fetus will just override Mom's Knife and you'll be stuck with a boring item. But in Afterbirth Plus, it makes Epic Fetus worth taking, and for me, that's a big plus. Number 3, Ipecac. This is kind of just a straight up phenomenal upgrade from Mom's Knife, plus 69 damage as Isaac. That's pretty nice. Poison shots, no explosive Ipecac in your face. It's not flashy, it's not exciting, but no one can deny that it's damn good. Very similar to FIREMIND, it removes the seemingly negative effects of an item like Ipecac and simply makes your knife stronger. Straight upgrades without any downside is difficult to pass up. It's usually tough to know whether or not you're going to ruin your run by picking up Ipecac, but this is one of those times where you have no fear. It's a great interaction, makes your knife stronger than it already is, and it's just an absolute boss obliterator. Number 2, any tier adder. I know, pretty vague for a number 2 spot, but really it is the truth. Anything that adds more knives to Isaac is simply going to improve your run, and I mean any. Give me quad shot, give me the conjoined transformation, give me the whiz. I don't care. Each extra knife is simply just giving even more damage, and when we're talking about Mom's Knife, that damage scales fast. Since rate of fire doesn't matter as much with Mom's Knife, these items simply become straight damage upgrades. That screams good synergy to me. I also want to show off what this looks like with Ludo, one of the cooler looking synergies in the game, but Ludo with Mom's Knife is so goddamn horrible that there's no chance I can include that on this list. Number 1, Brimstone. Look, you probably knew it would be here, and I hate that I had to put it here, but it's just simply the truth. It's the coolest synergy, arguably in the entire game, and it's also great damage. On a list that is supposed to not only show synergies and make your run better, but also more fun, this one checks all of those boxes. Fire a barrage of knives out of you with every shot you take. Pierce every enemy even from halfway across the screen. It's the kind of synergy you use to explain to your friend why Isaac is a cool game and how synergies completely change how you play. It may not be the most powerful synergy on this list, but it is iconic, deals good damage, and in a list devoted to making Mom's Knife more fun, it deserves number 1 on this list. If you enjoyed, then as always, like the video, as that's a nice thing to do for content creators, and go ahead and leave a comment about what top 10 you'd love to see next. Hopefully you enjoyed. It's a tough one, Mom's Knife, but there are times to take it, and hopefully that was conveyed. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. You have a good day. Bye-bye.